Now we will discuss attribution theory and self-efficacy. Bernard Wiener, a psychologist, developed a framework of attribution theory that focuses on how people explain the causes of their own successes and failures. So attribution theory basically focuses on the assigning of causes of the failures or the successes to different factors. So basically attributing the causes of people explain how their specific success or their particular failures have, or they attribute causes to the failure and the successes that they have. There are internal factors and as well as the external factors, and to this particular aspect is closely related to the concept of self-efficacy, which is basically one's own belief and one's own perception and judgment about one's ability to perform a certain task or perform a certain task or activity successfully. So it's one's own perception and belief in oneself that he or she can carry out or perform a certain task with 100% success. So underlying the issues and questions about the role of self-esteem in language learning are the foundational concepts of attribution, that persons in terms of their failure and success, whom they think or they attribute the causes to, and also self-efficacy, because self-esteem is one's opinion or views about oneself as being capable or worthy of something, but self-efficacy is different in a sense that it's one's belief in terms of having the strength to successfully carry out a task. Self-efficacy and attribution, they affect each other. Now, if somebody attributes or think of internal causes as responsible for success, for example, one's own ability, then self-efficacy enhances. If a person thinks of some external factors or attributes failure to some external factors, that means maybe luck or intervention of others, then the self-efficacy declines, or you do not have a strong self-perception of your abilities. So let's discuss that. We have Wiener, who describes attribution theory in terms of 4 explanations for success and failure in achieving personal objective. One is ability, effort, perceived difficulty of a task, and luck. 2 of those 4 factors are internal to the learner, which is ability and effort, and 2 are attributable to external circumstances outside of the learner, that is task difficulty and luck. According to Wiener, learners tend to explain, that is to attribute their success on a task on these 4 dimensions. Depending on the individual, a number of causal determinants might be considered. Thus, failure to get a high grade on a final exam in a language class might for some be judged to be a consequence of their poor ability or effort, and by others to difficulty of exam. So when we are talking about poor ability or effort, that is internal factors, and difficulty of exam is considered as the external factor. If a learner feels he or she is capable of carrying out a given task, in other words, high sense of self-efficacy, an appropriate degree of effort may be devoted to achieving success. To conclude, attribution and self-efficacy theories propose that it is essential for learners to believe in themselves in order to succeed at a set of tasks.